Unit 1.1, Lesson 4, Mass and Volume. Chemists use a variety of tools to measure the volume and mass of liquids and solids. Volume is measured using geometric formulas, specially calibrated containers, and water displacement. Milliliters, liters, and cubic centimeters are the most common units of volume. Chemists use electronic and triple beam balances calibrated in grams to measure mass. Objects with similar volumes can have vastly different masses and vice versa. As a result of this lesson, you'll be able to measure mass using a balance and measure the volume of both regular and irregularly shaped objects. In science, mass is commonly measured in units of grams or kilograms. 1 gram of any substance has the same mass as 1 gram of any other substance. Remember that the prefix K means 1,000. So in 1 kilogram, there are 1,000 grams. The word weight is often substituted for mass. In your everyday life, you probably are more used to using units of pounds. A kilogram is slightly more than 2 pounds. Pounds measure force or weight, while grams and kilograms measure mass. However, on the surface of the Earth, weight and mass can be used to represent the same thing. Mass actually has to do with how much matter is present, and weight is related to the force of gravity pulling on that matter. For example, underwater or in space, things might weigh less, but they still have the same mass because they're made of the same amount of substance. Volume, on the other hand, is a measure of the amount of space occupied by something. There are several different methods for determining volume, depending on the type of substance or object being measured. In a laboratory, graduated cylinders are used to measure the volume of liquids. The markings on the side are in milliliters. The prefix milli means 1,000, and there are 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. There are several methods for measuring the volume of solids. Units of cubic centimeters are often used for solids. 1 milliliter and 1 cubic centimeter, or cc, are equal in value. The volume of a regularly shaped solid is determined using a geometric formula. For example, the volume of a box is found by multiplying its length, its width, and its depth. The volume of a dry powder, such as flour, can be measured using a graduated cup, just like you would in the kitchen. The volume of an irregularly shaped object often is determined by immersing it in water, just as you did in this lab. The volume of water displaced by the object is equal to the volume of the object. The mass of the object has nothing to do with how much water it displaces. Two substances with very different shapes can actually have the same volume. So wrapping up, how do you determine the masses and volumes of substances? Mass and volume are two properties of matter that help us keep track of amounts of matter. Mass is a measure of the amount of substance or stuff. The mass of a solid or liquid can be measured using an electronic or triple beam balance. Volume is the amount of space occupied by an object. The volume of a regularly shaped solid can be found using geometric formulas. The volume of a liquid is measured in glassware with markings on the side, such as a graduated cylinder. The volume of an irregularly shaped solid is found through water displacement. Objects with similar volumes can have different masses, and vice versa.